Right now on Up with KREM, the extreme heat returns, and as highs push into the mid-90s for September, I'll clue you in as to which days we will likely break records.
Nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew that he was dangerous.
We are learning more about a school shooting that killed 4 and injured 9. This morning, the FBI now saying they questioned the suspect 1 year ago.
I think biggest piece of advice, listen, learn, and then lead. Show humility.
Advice for the future of DNR, what Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz says before leaving the position.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning, everyone. 6 o'clock here on your Thursday. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Let's get you ready for the day ahead by taking a look at the weather with meteorologist Thomas Patrick, who is back with us on this Friday Eve morning. Good morning, Thomas.
Yeah, it's always good when your Monday is also Friday.
I know. You planned this right.
This is a win.
Yeah, nice little 2-day work week for me, but I definitely missed out on the heat last time around. Not this time around, though, because the temperatures are going to remain in the mid-90s heading into this upcoming weekend. And another batch of heat advisories have been issued for the inland Northwest. That is all the orange shades. And it's not just us, it's the west side, too. Seattle is also under heat advisories. And Portland has excessive heat warnings as this heat wave really takes over the entirety of the West Coast. So for today, just hot this afternoon with an expected high temperature of 94 degrees, just shy of the record of 96. That for today, but those heat advisories continue through Saturday and record highs are likely to be broken between now and this Sunday. So coming up, I'll show you where those record highs stand and exactly how hot each day is going to be moving forward.
And as you wake up and head out the door this morning, we're taking a live look at I-90 and Idaho Road. Right now, traffic is moving smoothly, and look at that sunrise in the mountain. It looks like a silhouette, a beautiful shot there. On Up with KREM, we bring you live weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. We'll keep you updated if anything slows you down on your morning commute.
I was in class and we heard shots. The teacher ran, slammed the door, made us all go in the corner.
I still don't believe this is real. Like, I knew a girl that got shot in her leg, and it really broke me because she was like a sister to me.
This morning, we are learning more about the mass shooting that happened at a Georgia high school that killed 2 14-year-old students and 2 teachers. This morning, a 14-year-old is now in custody, and the FBI says that teen and his father were questioned by local law enforcement just last year.
This after the FBI had received anonymous tips about online threats to commit a school shooting. CBS News' Dave Malkoff found out at the time authorities determined there was no probable cause for arrest.
A community is in mourning after another unspeakable American tragedy. Yesterday, just before 10:30 a.m., police say a 14-year-old student carrying an AR-style rifle opened fire at Appalachia High School, located just about an hour outside of Atlanta.
The gunshots were so close to me, like my ears started ringing real bad. Like the whole classroom was smoking. I saw one of my classmates on the ground, bleeding so bad.
Students and teachers barricaded themselves in classrooms.
You can hear gunshots like just ringing out through the school, and like you're just wondering like which one of those is going to be somebody that you're like best friends with or somebody that you love.
The suspected shooter, identified as Colt Gray, was taken into custody alive. Later, roughly 1,900 students were escorted out of the school and onto the football field where they reunited with their families.
When someone preys on kids, it's tragic.
Last night, we learned the names of the 2 14-year-olds who were killed. Mason Schermerhorn and Christian Angelo. Also killed were 2 math teachers, Christina Aramy and Richard Aspinwall. 8 other students and 1 teacher were all taken to local hospitals with gunshot wounds, but they are expected to survive. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Winder, Georgia.
To more on the suspect's questioning last year. The FBI says that the suspect's father told county sheriff officials that there were hunting guns in the home, but that the suspect did not have unsupervised access to them. The local county schools are closed for the rest of the week. All right, let's take a look here at your morning top stories. Here's what we're following this morning.
On Friday, the man who opened fire at Freeman High School 7 years ago, killing a student and injuring 3 others, will be resentenced. 2 years ago, Caleb
All right, Caleb Sharp was sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. However, a Washington State Court of Appeals found Sharp's sentence was too long and said he needs to be resentenced. Sharp was 15 years old at the time of the shooting. During last week's hearing, both the defense and prosecution said they will be asking the court for a sentence of 25 years to life. Happening tomorrow, Nadia Cole is expected to appear in court. Cole is the fiance of Aaron Ong, the man charged with an international kidnapping of his 2-year-old daughter. Cole is being charged with conspiring to and committing international kidnapping. Court documents show that Cole went with Ong to Mexico with Ong's daughter in June of this year and stayed there until July 4th. She is expected to appear in court at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
An independent investigation into Spokane Valley found that Councilman Al Merkel likely violated the Washington State Public Records Act and violated the city's social media policy. The investigation was launched after Councilwoman Jessica Yeager formally issued a complaint about Merkel, accusing him of using a personal Nextdoor account for city business. The investigation found Merkel violated the city's social media policy because he shared content on his personal account related to city government. He will now have 7 business days to appeal the findings.
A missing hiker has been found alive in the North Cascades after surviving in the wilderness for 1 month. Robert Schock was last seen on July 31st. Deputies found his car a few days later at the Hannigan Pass trailhead, which is east of Mount Baker. His dog was found 8 miles from the car. Deputies searched the area for weeks. Then this past Monday, Schock was found alive and well in the North Cascades National Park. That's a look at this morning's top stories.
Time is 6:06 on this rather pleasant start to this Thursday morning, but we know that the temperatures are going to get very hot later on today. And honestly, with current temperatures still in the 60s for eastern Washington, or at least most of it, we know that that is quite the launching off point for some high temperatures today. A little bit cooler in that normal corridor between Deer Park, Newport, and Sandpoint, where those temperatures are in the 40s. But everyone is in the 90s for this afternoon, and that's why we have alert days from today through this Sunday. Each of those days going to be in the mid-90s, generally between about 94 and 97 degrees. Those are the forecasted highs. That's about where the record highs are as well. 94, 95, and 93 is where those marks stand for these next 3 days, and we'll show you exactly how each day's forecast lines up with these record highs.
Well, the countdown is on as we are just 1 day away from the start of the Spokane County Interstate Fair. That's right, 1 day.
Wow.
I know.
Can't wait.
Time is ticking on by, and this morning our Brandon T. Jones is joining us live from the Spokane County Fairgrounds, checking out all the action before the gates open.
Yeah, I think Brandon's camping out. He's just that excited. He wants to be first in line. Brandon, we know there's a little bit of something for everyone to do. That's what's so great about the fair. But what are some of the big events happening this year? Good morning.
Good morning, Tim Channing. Yeah, we got the sun up here now. You can see that Ferris wheel behind me a little bit better this time around, but so many great events. I mean, we're talking about the food first and foremost, right? That fair food is always a big deal, but you've got concerts, you've got different events, you've got rodeos and all types of fun activities for your family, which is ultimately the big deal and the best reason to attend these fairs, right? So the Spokane County Fair kicks off tomorrow, and some of the big headliners that are going to be here this time around will first begin with a good old-fashioned rodeo. That'll be the first night tomorrow, and then it'll be happening again on Saturday night, both nights kicking off at 7 p.m. September 10th through the 12th, those will be your concert/grandstand days. Clay Walker on Tuesday, Ian Munsick on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, you've got Flo Rida coming to town. The last 3 days of this year's fair will feature truck and tractor pulls before closing things out with the demolition derby. So all that to say, it is going to be a great time at this year's fair. Go ahead and make your preparations, and also this year you'll have another chance to meet some of the KREM 2 team as well. But for now, reporting live here at the Spokane County Fairgrounds, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
I've been working really closely with council members and city staff on this project.
Still ahead, for the first time, guests at the Coeur d'Alene Farmers Market can enjoy beer and wine while shopping. In the next 4 minutes, how the pilot program is going so far.